I wear makeup because I like the way it makes me look. I started wearing like light makeup in middle school, like mascara stuff and lip balm, stuff like that. But I started wearing like full face of makeup around like freshman or sophomore year. In the morning, getting ready for school, I spend about 30 minutes, I'd say. Kind of going for a more like natural look, it'll be like maybe 20, or if I want to do like eyeshadow, it'll take around like maybe like an hour if I'm like taking my time on it. I don't really see it as a passion just because I feel like so many people, their thing is to like do makeup. I don't really want to like follow that. I see it as art for like people who can like do like really extravagant looks, but I feel like for me it's kind of just like a everyday thing that like it's just a part of my routine. I don't usually get negative comments about it. Most of the time people are just curious like about my routine. It's like something, it's like a part of me, something that I'm used to doing, so if one person has something to say, then I don't think I would really take offense to that. Sometimes others can perceive me differently just because I feel like some people think like, oh, the more makeup you wear, like you kind of have like a bad attitude in a way. I don't really feel pressure just because I feel like there's so many people who don't wear makeup all the time. It's just something that I choose to do, and it's something that makes me feel like good. Like once you're introduced to social media, you're kind of introduced to what normal is and how people are supposed to look. So I feel like if maybe you don't look like this, then there's something wrong with you. You could tell like there's a certain style that everyone likes to like dress a certain way, look a certain way.
I perm my lashes because I feel like all girls want to have their lashes as full and beautiful as they can, and it's expensive to get them done at salons or spas, and it's a lot of money and it's a lot of time. So I do it myself. Even before I perm them myself, I would curl them every single day and damage them, and they would start falling out, and it was not good. I always think that if my lashes are not curled or if I don't have mascara on, I look bald in a sense. I don't know. My eyes look bald, if that makes any sense. It's a lot less damaging than curling your lashes every single day. I am extremely against plastic surgery, which is strange because I like perm my lashes and I like shave all my arm hair off and I wax and things, but I would never change my appearance so that I would look different. I think that's wrong. Putting on makeup, you can always take it off, and I'm still me. If I put on makeup, it's just me with makeup. But if I get a nose job or if I get lip fillers or something, it's also just this foreign entity that's in me, and I don't like that idea. I see plastic surgery and I see all the botched plastic surgeries a lot, and you don't really ever notice the plastic surgeries that look good because you don't know that they've had plastic surgery because you just assume that they look perfect and they look good. Either way, I would still keep where I stand with my idea about plastic surgery.
I think I would describe beauty as individuality. So I don't think it necessarily has to do with a person's looks or the way they dress. I think it's just the fact that they know what they like about themselves. Right now, especially in the Bay Area, there's like a new wave of indie beauty where it's like, it's especially about the individuality. Right now, it's just figuring out who you are and then just letting it out there, especially here. Everyone is beautiful in their own way if they understand that they are. It's just like the environment that they carry around with them relates to that. But I think like you don't have to conform to do any of those things. When I was in middle school, I used to run marathons. That was like my thing. It wasn't just because I had a lot of energy that I needed to release. It was also like, hey, I can run like 3 hours right now, and then next week I will lose like this many pounds. Like it became an obsession. If I run, then I'm gonna be more in shape, and it just like, it stopped being about the actual sport. The last couple of years I've had surgeries relating to those running incidents, and I realized that like being who you are and understanding the things that you can do to make yourself feel healthier are the best things you can do for yourself.
The comments that my parents said about my weight were things like, oh, you're like chubby, or like, oh,
oh, you're eating like so much, or like, oh, you're eating so well. I was a kid, so like a lot of people were just like, oh, it's baby fat, and it'll like, you'll like wear it off. I never thought they were hostile. I was never really deeply hurt. Most of the time it was like joke and it was like teasing, but I think it did kind of have an impact on my way of thinking. Like I always thought like growing up like that I was fat, I guess. It was always something that I thought about even when I was 6 or 7 years old. I still think that I'm like fat, I guess, or I'm on the chubbier side. Your doctor isn't really supposed to tell you, oh, you're fat, so I never really trusted it, I guess. I do think that society places unfair beauty standards on girls, and like it's like not healthy, but even though I know that, like it's still something that like I think about and I like try to follow, even though I know it's like not good and it's like wrong and it's like toxic.
I started losing weight because I started realizing that not that many people liked me for my appearances. I was really unhealthy at the time. I was around 230 pounds in 7th grade. In the very beginning, I was cutting down completely on what I ate. I would not eat junk food. I would not drink soda or anything like that. And I would eat really healthy. As time went by, I educated myself more and like I figured out how to do things the right way. I was definitely not happy being 230 pounds. I remember in PE, I would always be the last person, whether I was doing the mile or the 2 mile. Many people didn't like me for my appearances and how unhealthy I was. At times I was bullied in my life because of my appearances. People would usually touch my body where there was more fat. Certain people, they would tease me, like my mother and my father would call me like pig sometimes, but as I grew up I realized that not everybody's gonna like you, and that's why I was motivated to change myself. Everybody's body is different, and yes, everybody can be healthy, but even with that, not every man's shoulders are going to be broad. Some are narrower than others. Many people look to me for inspiration and motivation. I have an Instagram fitness page that offers help for many people. Overall, a lot of people like see me as like a motivation. I noticed that a lot of people who did bully me now come up to me and say, wow, dude, you're really big now, or like, you're looking really good. And, you know, that was great. I'm still on this journey, and I know that I am because I'm progressively losing weight. I've noticed that I've been healthier, and I'm going to continue doing this as long as I can.